Mark, and welcome back to Mark Talk. This episode is going to be a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? This is a wrap-up special. I'm going to be highlighting all my favorite moments this year, you know, when it came to music, scandals, rants, beefs, you know, all that shit. I'm throwing it all in this video. So, yeah, let's get right into it. 2019 was an interesting year. I mean, like, it was very different. I would say that this year was a very different year. We got a lot out of this year. Let's start with music, because music pretty much made the year. My favorite albums that dropped this year had to be Chasing Summer by Sir. Just a great album. Like, I've spoke on this before, but it's just a great album. Like, I feel like everybody needs to get into it. I feel like it was a very slept on project. It was very, you know, well put together, and it needs more recognition. Well, another one of my favorite albums that dropped this year was, of course, Summertime Shootout 3. Y'all know that Fab, he's one of my faves. It was worth the wait. I will say that it was worth the wait. And this was definitely like a combination of like soul tape mixed with Summertime Shootout 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a combination, excuse me. So, yeah, like, I really enjoyed that project. Everything for Sale by Boogie. I know, like, probably in the first few episodes of Mark Talk, y'all heard me discuss that album. I really did. That album has still been on repeat since it dropped. You know what I'm saying? It's been on repeat since it dropped. So, you know, that had to go in like one of my favorite albums this year. And Shea Butter Baby by Ari Lennox. Y'all know Ari Lennox, that's my baby. And yeah, those are my favorite albums as far as music goes this year. R&B really made a comeback this year. I ain't even gonna hold you, like, R&B really made a comeback this year. I mean, well, R&B has always been alive, but like at one point it was just a whole bunch of niggas just rapping, singing over trap beats, and it's like they called that R&B. But you know, I feel like R&B really made a comeback this year. So got a plus on that part. My favorite beef this year. This year was like, it had a lot of like rap beef, but like it was kind of underwhelming. But I think that the most entertaining had to be Soulja Boy and Famous Dex. Now listen, that had to be like entertaining because it came out at a time where Soulja Boy was getting like a lot of press. You know what I'm saying? When that whole Drake shit dropped, so like I was hooked onto that. And then like the whole live itself, you know what I'm saying? You got niggas just looking at they just, you know, just screaming at a camera, doing a whole bunch of this. So, you know, I feel like that was entertaining. And I feel like any beat that Soulja Boy is like involved with is entertaining. Even the shit with Chris Brown, like that was entertaining. Him and Bow Wow beefing like 10 years ago, that was entertaining too. But this one wasn't really that entertaining, but like I will say, like, it came left field. Russ and Guap Dad 4000. I wasn't expecting that to come, you know what I'm saying? Because you just wouldn't expect that to happen. Russ, Guap Dad 4000, like I didn't think that would transpire, but it transpired, and that shit hit the fan like quickly. So I know what the fuck was happening, but it really, not much really happened afterwards, so it's not really one of my favorite beefs. But I feel like one of my favorite beefs that happened from the decade had to be fucking Pusha T and Drake, because it opened like a Pandora box of a lot of shit. Like, and then another one of my favorite, you know, beefs was out of the decade was Cardi and Nicki, because it prolonged for mad long. And then like even now, like, they tried to make it seem like they patched it up, but we know don't fuck with each other like that. And plus, like, now it's like every song or every shot that one of them throw We know that we think that it's about one of them. So like that's one of those beefs where I'm like, all right, man, like that was a good one. The beef was at like an all-time high last year when 6ix9ine was around. I'll say that, cause that nigga was beefing with everybody. The shit with YG, that was funny. That was funny. Like although niggas was, I was one of them niggas too. Niggas was really tight about 6ix9ine's trolling. It really made the internet an interesting place at one point, and like you just knew that you was gonna be entertained. You logged on for one day, you seen that bullshit, and then it just sparked everything, and we haven't had much of that around. So yeah, rap beef has not been as interesting as it's been lately. A lot of people probably expected me to say Meek and Drake, but that shit pissed me off more than anything. Like I feel like niggas really switch sides when that dropped, you know what I'm saying, celebs included, because it's like ever since that back-to-back dropped, niggas was acting like Meek couldn't make no good music, niggas was acting like Meek couldn't come back, niggas was acting like Meek was just garbage, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, you are allowed to like more than one person, like with Jay and Nas, they got a huge fan base, you know what I'm saying, and that was some type of beef where it wasn't really one-sided, you know what I'm saying? You was interested to see what both sides had to say and whatever, and Nas, he did have the better diss track, but it still didn't make Jay less of a lyricist, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand why that whole Meek and Drake shit pissed me off, man. I ain't even gonna lie, that pissed me off. Like, that shit made me upset, but they cool now, so what should I be mad about it? Why should I be mad about it? You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Moving on. Favorite rant this year had to be B.O.B. Hands down. Like I don't think it was anybody else's rant video that was like that intriguing.
You niggas ain't support me.
It was not that intriguing. A lot of other people's rants,
now that I'm fucking dead,
they were entertaining, but like that one in particular, I feel like he came at y'all jugular. You know what I'm saying? He came at y'all jugular. Fucking coons. That was entertaining. But besides that, not that many rappers they do a lot of rants nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime rappers be ranting, niggas be like, stop crying, stop crying, like the fuck up. But yeah, that's that. Now moving on. Whew, my favorite scandal. I got a couple of those. So first of all, April Fizz and Omarion, because that shit was just like mad left field. And then it was like, Fizz, the nerve. I watched Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? And I see how a couple seasons back, this nigga was like scrambling to get the band back together. And then you get the band back together and get the bag and you fuck it up. You fuck it up. Like, and it was just bad. And then like the outcome of it was petty as hell. Y'all was trying to be petty, flaunt your relationship in Omarion's face, and then guess what? That nigga kicked you off tour. So now you're not getting the bag. In April, you just getting $700 a month. I already said this before, but like it's just ironic how y'all try to be petty about the situation, and now nobody's getting shit, and everybody hates y'all. So congratulations. This isn't my favorite scandal because it spooked me out a little bit, but the whole 6ix9ine case shit and him snitching on everybody, that wasn't one of my favorite moments, but it had to be highlighted because like that was some shit that I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it, but that one goes into one of my favorite scandals. Not my favorite scandal, but that one goes into like the top scandals that happened this year. And there was a whole lot of other shit like that, or that whole surviving R. Kelly shit. Ooh. All right, that's some shit that I don't want to talk about. Next thing, because there's a next thing. Oh my God, fam! If I had to rate this year, I'll give it a big fat fucking 2. It was very ghetto. Highly wouldn't recommend, and it was just a lot. It was a clusterfuck. Just a clusterfuck of fucking bullshit, and it was unfortunate because it did not start off like that. This year started off on a good foot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this year you know, it started off good in like the first 2 weeks. Then, like everybody, you know what I'm saying, I was dealing with some personal shit. And also, I was dealing with some mental shit. You know, I feel like this year really tested my mental strength a lot. And I spent a lot more days in the dark than anywhere else. But I feel like I needed that shake up a little bit, you know, because it stared my head straight. It really stared my head straight. I feel like I was in a place where I was comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like I had my dream, but I was comfortable. So I wasn't really moving as rapidly as I should have been moving, you know what I'm saying, for a person that wants to do as much as I want to fucking do. And I had to be moved. I had to be waking up a little bit, and you know, life had to come in and shake my whole shit up and toss me upside down and put me at the top of a hill and then knock me right back down into an abyss. Like it was a lot. I progressed, I digressed, I progressed more than I digressed even more, you know what I'm saying? Like this year, it was a lot, but I needed it. Like I really needed it. Like now I feel like I really have a direction of where I wanted to go. Cause like I've always had my craft, but I didn't know what direction I wanted to take it in. But you know, now I feel like I really want to get into, you know, hip hop journalism and, you know, hopefully start a podcast in the future and really get to work with some Jersey artists. I really want to work with some Jersey artists, but people in Jersey they're not the easiest bunch to work with, I'll say. A lot of pride, a lot of ego is involved. I feel like a lot of niggas, they get to a point where their egos and their pride get in the way of, you know, supporting their peers and shit like that, because they don't want to look at it. They don't want to be looked at as, you know, dicky and dick riding and shit like that. But yet they're so quick to, you know, go and support some niggas I don't even know. I'm just not really like that. I'm not the kind of person. I feel like I support anybody and everybody. Like, I don't care who you is, what you doing, wherever you at, if you just started or whether you've been doing this shit for years. Like, I respect everybody. They grind and they hustle. So I support, and I know it's not an easy job. So why not support the vision? You know what I'm saying? I'm not no hater, so I'm always supporting somebody's vision. This year, I've taken a lot of, you know, leaps of growth, if that makes sense. I've grown a lot. I've made a lot of goals, and I accomplished those goals that nobody really knew about. I'm more sure of myself. I know, you know, that I could put myself out in front of the world, and there will always be people who have something negative to say. But, you know, if you're not, but I'm not doing it for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for the people who believe in me, for the people who really want to see me succeed and who really been here from day one. You know, I'm just ready for anything now. I feel like I'm just ready for everything, and I'm ready to, you know, make a change. I'm ready to take initiative. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to work, and I'm just ready to make everything that I've dreamed about and everything that I talked about come true. You know, because one thing that I've learned towards the end of the year is how to manifest, and that's what I'm in the process of doing. And it's an interesting process, you know what I'm saying? It feels like when you start to manifest and when you start to like really want a lot of positive shit to happen and you start to speak those positive things into existence, a lot of negative shit happens. And I feel like I was trying to do that, you know, throughout the year, but all those negative things, they knocked me back down, and then I just felt like I couldn't make shit happen. So now I'm really learning the power of my words, and I'm learning, you know, what I say and what I put out into the universe could really come true. And I feel like I really did put a lot of negative shit out into the universe. I would always think positive, but then I would say some negative shit because I'm a pessimist. I'm naturally a pessimist, and there could be some positive things right in front of my face, but in the back of my head, from the middle, from the back of my head to the middle, I'm like, what the fuck? like, I'm always thinking of the negative. I'm always thinking of the downside, you know what I'm saying? Because I always want to be prepared for the worst. But I feel like if I'm preparing for the worst, then I know that the best is like probably not even gonna fucking come if I'm prepared for the worst. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really now just trying to get into my zone, get into my element, make some positive changes, really get out here, really make moves, and not really letting, you know, other people dictate where I want to take my shit to and how I want to move and, you know, everything like that. So, you know, that's that. And I feel like 2020 is going to be a good year. And it's crazy because last year I thought that 2019 was going to be a good year. But 2020, I'm just really expecting something different because I had to shake up. I really had to change some things up. And, you know, now I'm ready. So I'm ready for what 2020 has to offer. And, yeah. We'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I appreciate you guys for riding with me this long, although I took a lot of breaks this year. I apologize about that. But, you know, coming back with something good. And I'm really excited for everybody to see. I'm really excited for this new direction I'm about to go into. And I'm really excited about these blessings that I'm going to receive in 2020. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak positivity into the air. And yeah, I'm just hoping that everybody is blessed in 2020 with many opportunities. Hoping that everybody stays happy, stay safe, stay healthy. And yeah, that's it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I will see y'all in 2020. I'm out.